Oh my goodness. Leave computer audio. My goodness. Let's see. Hello, hello. Who else is on here? This is being weird. Okay, I think I'm in. Yay! I don't know how. This is way too complicated. Maybe what we can do is, I know that Carol and Susan have one, and if they're not using it on Sunday night for 30 minutes, we probably can use theirs. I don't know. It used to be really easy, but now, then every time somebody comes in, I have to let them in. Yeah, and it says like it's recording. Is it supposed to be recording already? No, it should not be recording. Mine says it's recording. Coming back.
Nikki, I think you're ready to go, I think.
Oh, am I ready to go? Okay, we can go from there. All right, ladies. So what I want to do is answer any questions, but I thought I would start it off by talking in more detail about some of the camis that maybe you guys don't have, and your customers are asking questions because they see them, and you probably don't have them. I mean, quite honestly, I think everybody on here has not really had the opportunity of actually putting these camis on real people. So, and you will learn so much once you can do that. I mean, it is crazy once you fit a woman and pull it up in the back, and I call it the aha moment, because when I pull up past that little back wing back there, they go, oh, that's what that feels like. And their whole position changes. It's quite funny to see that transformation. So I can't wait for you guys to start getting in front of women and then sharing your experience like that. So the first question that I did see was on the tank cami. And I think maybe somebody might, I know Karen had commented on it, but this is the tank. It is the history of the tank. It was, I think, maybe the first cami that they came out with. It does not have adjustable straps. It is about the length of an original full support, maybe a hair shorter, just a hair of that. It's still got the gripper edge. It's still built like it in the inside, but it doesn't have adjustable straps. Now, what does that mean? For me, because I'm short torso, this tank cami can fit, the strap is the same distance as the original full support, with the straps as tight as they go. So if you have a woman who is maybe not super short here, but that does not need it long on the décolleté here, this is nice for that. And I have huge followings that love the no adjustable strap, and this is a thicker strap. So if a woman says a little shorter and maybe a little chestier, I'm short-waisted and I do not want the adjustable strap and I want a thicker one, this one is nice. She's any taller than 5'5" or longer torso, this baby is not going to work because it just fits me. This isn't going to work. It's our only one with no adjustment on the strap. They tried to get rid of it a few years ago, and the people who love it will not let it go. Oh, there you go. See, Karen said that she's 5'6" and she likes it. Everybody's a little bit different on the torso, but this one is technically our shortest cami, all the way around, our shortest one. Now, the next ones are the second skin. And the second skin, everybody's being all over the place on this one. Now, this one is a little bit, this one's shorter as well, you're finding out. Oh, I have an old one. I have a tester one. But they have these new ball gripper edges on the bottom, then the stripping band on there. The second skin was mainly made for the ladies at A, B, and C cup, maybe D cup, but people with a lot bigger girls are wearing these. And I'm thinking, Jen, have you worn the second skin cami? Not the lace one, the second skin, just cami?
I don't have the one without the lace.
Yeah.
I don't have a cami. I only have the dummies.
So my opinion of these, and I was part of the tester one, so I think they may have modified a tiny bit on it, but the second skin, a regular one, not the lace one, I thought it kind of mushed things and it did not give as much lift, but it is super comfy. And it's got these little slits on the side like the lace one that you can put the pedal in. Or some people have even said if you have a really small prosthetic, you can even slit this open a little bit more and you can put that in there. So if they're smaller chested or want a really, really light hug, the second skin have been very nice with that. But again, they're a little shorter. So the longer torso, now Karen may prove me wrong on that. I don't know if she's got one of these yet, but the longer torso on this one, just be watching a little bit. Or if they have more of a tummy, you don't even have to be super longer torso. If they have more, if you're carrying more of your weight in the tummy for your customers, you're going to need a little bit more fabric to go under your tummy on it. But I have been wearing the second skin demi, and I don't think it gives as much oomph and lift, but man, I just don't even care some days when I'm working in the yard. So if somebody really wants a lighter hug, that one has been really nice. Now, the lace one, that's a game changer, guys. The pictures that have been coming out on that one, and Jen, your picture was fabulous on that. Because are you a double D or a triple D? Jen, we'll see if she comes back on. I know she'll answer.
Sorry, I'm a double D.
Double D.
32
so,
double D.
And you went up one size from your normal?
So I usually wear a 34 and I got a 36.
Yep. And I am about a CD, and I am the same thing. I measure here 31. I normally wear a 34 cami, but in the second skin that runs small and in the lace one, I went up. I like the bigger one better. I think it gives the girls a little bit more room, and it doesn't smush everything in quite so much of that. Now, the sizing of some of them, the second skin, because I know the sizing is the hardest thing for everybody. So for me, it's always when you're a smaller band size, I go up faster, especially if you're bigger chested. And then there's that in between, the 36, 38, 40, that, you know, they have a little bit of stretch with them. I mean, on some of the things, when they're showing, here, I'm going to show this one. When they did a video and they showed just how much these can stretch, the new ones, these second skins, they stretch, but not nearly as much. So these I'm going to go up faster in than I am the original. So they may have a couple of all those different sizes. And I know that on your Google Forms or your Jot Forms or whatever you fill out, why we always ask for your pant size, I'm really looking kind of for their hips. Because if we need to go up here, I want to make sure it's proportioned for their hips. Because if the hardest woman to fit is a woman that is really small here and really large and then doesn't have any hips, I got to be able to grab that cami somewhere. And if we go too big here, then it's going to be way too loose down here. Then sometimes a demi actually is a little bit better for them, and to be able to play around with stuff. And I maybe don't go up as fast in those women on a demi because they need tight here. Does that make sense? So I know the sizing is so hard, because then when we jump to 42, 44, 46 for sure, some of them, when you guys are sending me the sizing forms, I don't go up at all. I might be going down, because now I'm looking to what their current bra size is. And because if they're 2 sizes different, I'm going down, because they're used to it being tight anyway. They want that tightness. And then I'm also looking at their pant size. If they are not in proportion of that, I for sure go down in those bigger camis, because they have a lot of stretch, guys. We used to only have 46 in our camis, and we would fit a 50 in that 46. So when they're coming in at a 48, that 46 is more than enough. Sometimes the 44 is plenty, unless they're really, really chesty. If a woman is bigger here and smaller on the chest, then you got to kind of watch where you're giving on that, because in like the original, that adjustment, the adjustment in the originals and the tank, that you can't adjust the strap enough to compensate the smaller cup size. So that's why I give a lot of reference for the sheer and the lace one, and now the pinup one, because I can adjust those straps much farther on those than the original. I do not know why they did the original with the least amount of adjustment on the smallest person, because for me, this is where I'm really short on that. I usually have things up as tight as they possibly go, and I still could go up another inch. And believe it or not, they already shortened them about an inch about 3 years ago. They did not tell anybody. They changed the design and shortened them an inch, and that inch makes a big difference, but we could even go more. So the other things that you guys maybe don't have that I want to show you quick, the season right now of some weddings or different events going on right now, talk about these high-waisted thigh slimmers. They have a gripper edge on the bottom. They come up right up to underneath your girls. You can wear a cami with them. I don't, but it is 2 layers on your tummy. I wear just a demi with it. This, you can still dance all night. You can squat, you can get up, you can take them down, you can pee, you can bring them back up. These are my #1 mother of the bride wedding one, when people really want their hiney. And people will say, well, maybe I want a slip. But the slip is really, if you guys don't have that, it really sucks you in. So you are a little mermaidy. I personally do not like my legs touching. And so when I talk to my customers, I love to upsell. I love to give them different ideas, but I don't just give them ideas. I try to find what their need might be. So I might say, I'm not sure if you got a wedding or some big event coming up and you need all the, all this stuff held in, and they'll go, ooh, I maybe do, or they're thinking about what they might need. They maybe didn't know they needed this today, but now I just put it in their head in case they have something. Or like the boys shorts, $39 little add-on. These are great too, because they can wear them with their cami. And I'll just say, I wear dresses in the summertime, but again, I hate my legs touching. And they go, oh, $39, yeah, just throw one of those in, because they'll want that. And I tell people, and some of these things I do more when I have that in-person conversation that you guys are just going to start getting, which is so fun, because when they come and try things on, I give them a couple of things, and then we're talking about what they have coming up and what they have going on. And then I'll just try this on and see what you think of it and let me know. These are the things that they are buying when they try them on their bodies. The other one that I'm going to show you quick, and then we can take some questions on things, is this one. This is the full body shaper. Does anybody have this one? This bad boy. I wish that it just had the top in it too, because I really hate having to wear my demi with it, or heaven forbid if people want to wear a bra with it. But this doesn't have like the mermaid, then so your legs aren't touching. You have your own separate legs and you can still go potty. So, and I have tested this after having a couple drinks myself. I won't sell something that I haven't tested. And I tell people that this baby is super comfortable. It does smooth everything out. And if women, I've even sold these to for women for prom, for school and stuff like that. I've had moms buy them for their daughters. They can, smooth everything out in that little dress.
There's another reason they do that. So let's just.
Yeah. So, well, there's still too much opening on the bottom if they really want to be in a lockdown. But so those are some of the ones that I always put as a reference when I'm going through things. And again, with the leggings, you guys have all tried different leggings that we have on. But when somebody comes to my house and you guys can start getting people to your house, I have them try a couple camis on. I have them come in my house in my bedroom and try them on my bathroom. If they come to me, I always have some of my leggings, typically in the size, if I think I know what they are, sitting on my bed. They maybe didn't come for leggings, but they may try them on because it's easier to try a cami on when you can just throw a pair of leggings on. So now they got a pair of leggings on and they have the cami. Most people, when it's deadly when you come to my house, because they end up with a few things, because I'm just offering. I don't care if they don't order anything, because I've had people leave my house and then think about them for 2 years and then come back or send me people or book parties off of that. One other last tip, as you guys are starting to have people come to you, I usually book a lot of those as parties. When people come to my house and I'll say, do you want me just to add that to your wish list? I'm really kind of a backdoor salesperson. And then I will say, let's add it to your wish list. And when we go check out, when we're doing it all up, I say, well, do you want to add this? Do you want to add this? And I say, you know what? I'm not sure if you're interested or not, but we could, if you're thinking you know a couple people who might be interested in what you just tried on, we could turn this and put this order on your party and just do an online party for you, or do a home party, depending on how far they are away. I want to say, guys, when I started doing that, about 50%, because no woman wants to leave money on the table. So if they can add their order to their party, they're getting credit. Now their order's coming to them, and now they're already we've already moved right into having an online party, and they are looking to get more stuff for free. So that's another little tip to get those parties once you start getting in front of some more people live. Any questions? Any other questions on product or sizing?
Nikki, do you go up in the boy shorts? I mean, I know the last pants slip, forgot what they call it.
The body shaper?
The body shaper. I went in the same size, but for boy shorts, do we recommend going up?
No.
The high-waisted slimmer?
The high-waisted thigh slimmer, I do tend to, again, until they start to get into like that 2 and 3X, then there's a lot more give to them. But I'm about a size 8, 10, and I wear the large in the high-waisted thigh slimmer, and I am not going down in that one. Yeah. I'll round up, some of them, it's not an exact science, because I'm smaller here, but I got all this stuff going on down in the bottom. So I don't like it to be super tight. I think that on some things, I could go tighter. And I've had women who tell me they wear a 12 and they want a medium. Well, I would never do a medium, and they get it and they want it tighter. So it's hard to know with everybody, guys. Every woman's a little bit different. But I try to get as much information to see for the tightness. But there's so much stretch. The boy shorts, these are medium, and I would not go a large on these. They'd fall right off your body being slippery on the cami.
Mhm.
because these don't have, the boy shorts don't have a gripper edge on the top, but they sit right on your waist. The ones that say on the waist slimmers, I'm iffy on those, guys. I don't sell them because here's why. If you have a tummy at all, when that band hits you right here and we sit, this is where we get it. So we got to be above it or we got to be below it. So I don't sell those on the waist slimmers.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That was my one fear about the high-waisted. I have one friend that she has bought probably 7 pairs of those boy shorts and loves them. But she's smaller, but the high-waisted, I was afraid that was going to roll.
I love it.
Okay.
I love them. It works. It's when I travel, my last vacation that I took when you could travel, and we went on a cruise and it was hot. I wore that under one of my little tighter dresses with the demi. It was great.
Okay, great. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Nikki, there's a question from Christina. She's ordered the core kit and it has not arrived yet.
Yep.
She is wondering what else she should buy for her rack. And I know you've got really great tips on what we should slowly start adding to our racks.
Well, and now that we can start slowly getting to have people, my best recommendation is this. You do not need to have, if I had my rack, it's in my office, you don't need all the sizes and all the things. Some things that you don't sell a ton of, like maybe that tank cami or maybe the specialty ones, I would stick with the originals, lace, and the sheer. Those still are our core camis. Now that said, the pinup cami I kind of like, and I have been selling more of that to the larger chested, smaller girls on the tummy. And this lace second skin has been great. But here's my tip. Watch your sizing. And if you look at your rack of the different ones you have. And if you have a 34 and a 36, and if your 36 is a lace, then skip 38 and do a 40 in the lace. And so you have something for everyone to try on, but maybe not everything for everyone to try on. But when I go in and do a home party and things like that, I want from the bigger to smaller, everyone to have something to try on. And then you slowly start adding to it as you go. You guys just are really starting out over the years doing a party every month and getting all that free stuff from orders that just come in and people trying them on. That really does add up. And so skip around, make a list of everything you have and then skip in there. Now, if you guys are mainly doing your online stuff, then it shifts gears a little bit, then fit your body, then get some different ones that fit you. So then you can come on and go, ooh, look at what I have. And this is why. And because now they're buying off of what your body looks like. Does that help? Just don't think you need to have everything, guys. It's super expensive and you're not going to sell all of it. Like I don't sell the sheer demi pretty much at all. I sell more of the lace, hands down. Lace is my #1 seller. And then it's probably the original, the pinup, and then probably the sheer and then the pinup. I'm not a big, huge fan of the sheer. So that's usually not my very first one unless you're smaller chested.
I love the style of the sheer. So
Oh, hang on. I can't hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
So I ordered a sheer because my mother liked the V-neck. I like the V-neck style one, so my mom wanted one. And then of course she called me today and said, I think I ordered the wrong size. Well, thank goodness my kit comes with a 42 in that size. So, and I'm doing like what you did, you're saying, and I was hoping that was okay. I'm ordering things that fit me so that I can go out and say, see how pretty this is. And kind of, Jen is my stylist or leader. And so I'm kind of going off her. When I get a kid in, I'm going to go in and do my video and say, hey, look what I got, try to try on and stuff. My biggest thing right now is, like I hosted a show and I didn't get any sales, but I love the product so much that I wanted to sell it. I'm going to start crying. And I feel disappointed because I've only been for 4 days and I haven't sold anything but to my mom. So
You
I
gotta
don't know how
mom.
to get outside of my circle.
Yep. Getting outside your circle is the hardest thing. And some people, I mean, I've been selling indirect sales for 20 years. Some people can get outside their circle in a heartbeat, and other people, it is difficult. I'm going to tell you, it was difficult for me when I first started. My circle was very small and I was a homebody. And I got on every training. I got everything that I could possibly learn. And I started joining some groups, either online, you know, back in the day, there wasn't an online, but I would put myself out there a little bit more and just ask, be conscious about sharing, not selling, because no
Right.
woman wants to be sold to. They want to see a need that it is fixing. If you talk about these and you talk about your back wing and people go, oh, that's me. And then you just keep sharing it. But you have to make sure that you're doing it in a very personable way. I do not do, if I just post something on my page like, bam, help me, I get very little response. But if I privately message somebody and I'm asking a question, and I know for me in the beginning, I was new to this town and I knew nobody. And so when I met people, I asked if they would help me by trying it on and give me their opinion. All I wanted was their opinion. I did not actually care if they gave a sale. I mean, I did, but I really wanted their opinion. I needed women to come over and try it on. And women did help. They did come and do that. And then I learned from them, and many of them bought. And then eventually many of them purchased. It takes time. It kind of goes into how bad you want it. You have to just keep doing a little bit. Yeah, it'll come, hon. If you're passionate about it and you love it, it will come.
Yes, it will. Okay, I just want to let you know, everybody know we have like less than 10 minutes. It just gave me that little warning. But Miss Christina is a Zumba instructor, girls.
There you go. Be selling these.
Right? She is going to be now, once she can be back teaching classes, around women all the time. She has her own Zumba group. As soon as this is like one of those things we Cindy and I learned from another network marketing. You got to get out of your own way. We heard that over and over told to us. We have to get out of our own way. So if you're scared to, like people are, I know have been on here, scared to go live, scared to take a picture of themselves in something, scared to whatever it is you're afraid of, guess what? The rest of your friends are all the same way. And once they see you do it, or see you in it, or see you talk about it, you're hitting the note for them.
Yep.
And it's like our fear is nothing compared to what they have. And once we get past that, like I think we've heard even Nikki tell us, like she didn't used to show herself in a cami. And when I first joined, I didn't either. It's like all of a sudden you start to get a little bit more comfortable. Karen either. Like we get a little bit more comfortable and a little more comfortable. And then you girls jump in and you see me already doing it and think you're supposed to be, but you didn't see me grow for the last 6 months to finally be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like Allison just jumps in, man, she's got that thing on. She looks so cute. I wasn't doing that, but Allison just did it right off the bat. Like we all grow at different levels, and we all are going to learn, and we all have something we have to get over personally to get past to grow in this business anyways. But don't think, and you don't need your friends to buy it. I haven't gone after my friends yet. I posted once on Facebook and I started a party, and then I just started parties from other people's friends.
Yeah. It's sometimes
that's all you need.
Yeah. The inner circle sometimes is your very hardest group, and they're your most critical. They're your most like gut wrenching. Like they want to be honest to some weird degree when this is you want to do and share, because women out there need what we are selling and want it, ladies. I mean, the sales have been kind of crazy. You just got to get in front of the women who need it. And just, if you're not interested, it's like pouring a cup of coffee, move to the next person who wants some.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Karen, do you have anything to add?
Nikki, what I would add is what you told me from the beginning. Create your list. Create your 100 people and rank them your A's, your B's, and your C's. And don't start with your A's. My A was my sister, and she got her cami and hated it. And I was devastated. And I went, I listened to Nikki, and I went right down to my C's. And that's where I found the parties.
Yep.
Wow.
Get outside of your friend and family zone. Yes.
Mhm.
I'm so glad that worked. I have been preaching that for years and years and years, the ABCs. Yeah, and it really does work. It's the person who barely knows you that will help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Go for the C's.
Go for the C's. Mm-hmm. Any other questions as we're running out of time?
This was good.
Yeah, it was good. Well, thank y'all. I've got to go run feed my husband.
The husband. Have a really great week, guys. I'm super excited. I love watching all you guys, the numbers and how everybody's out there working. And I'm friends with a lot of you, so I see your posts or put me in your parties. I love it. All three of us love, you know, saying, "Oh, what's your website?" and doing fun stuff on your party or in your pages, because that creates some Facebook interaction. You know, I'm not one to speak of that, but Jen's really good at that. But yeah, it's fun to watch all you guys grow with us.
All right. Have a good
Awesome.
night.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.